I noticed you also would receive job recommendations. Like you could set it up so that you receive emails when a job is posted by these different HR data programs. You can go in and set it, and it will send you recommendations for jobs, which makes it a little more a little easier. And then also you can set up your profile, put in an application for the different systems, and then it's not so hard to apply for jobs. I think you found that to be the case too. Now, the one thing I wanted to talk about, because I know you got job interest from North Carolina, from Colorado. You were interviewing for jobs in Colorado. You were interviewing for jobs all over the country. And with COVID, of course, you were doing all this virtually. You were doing it with Zoom and phone calls and things like that. You were doing a lot of the interviews. So how did you keep track of all the different interviews and all the different players and all the different people? Because another thing we had talked about is the importance of following up and doing thank you notes. And how did you keep track of all the different jobs that you did get, as well as the jobs you didn't receive?
So I made a lot of use of just my Gmail account. So pretty much all my correspondence was coming through that. And then I made great use of my planner as well, my like a physical planner. I would just write out everything in great detail about like when the interview was taking place and things of that sort. And then for the Gmail, which was nice about that, for MS Teams and Zoom, it would just pre-save into like my internal or Gmail's internal calendar. And so once I just hit yes to accept the invitation, that made it quite easy. And so I would get alerts because my phone is also synced up with my Gmail account. My phone would alert me like within 30 minutes of the interview starting. It would always give me like a notification that the interview was starting. So between that and between my physical planner, made it quite easy to stay on top of everything.
I like how you said you had the different types of tools. You use your planner and you also use your phone and to receive alerts. How did you stay motivated? Because I know sometimes you would say, oh, I got another rejection email. Oh, I'm not being accepted for this. And sometimes you'd reach out to the folks and you would ask why you weren't being considered, or some of the job offers you received, it wasn't for the amount of pay or salary that you were interested in. So you had told me that you applied for some jobs that really you weren't that interested in, but you were applying anyway. And then you'd apply some were just kind of jobs you really wanted. And then you would apply for some jobs that kind of were like reach jobs. How did you stay motivated so that you didn't get discouraged with the number of non-select for interview and non-select for job that you would receive?
Because I just want to preface this answer with just saying like the vast majority of the correspondence that I received from potential employers were rejections. And so I mean, after for like kind of months of receiving that, it does kind of it takes its toll on you. It kind of weighs on you, and you do kind of get discouraged. But for me, the thing that I really just tried to focus on is what I wanted my life to look like in the future, and like what I saw for myself and what I felt that I was capable of. Just imagining that and just constantly envisioning that and where what I felt like my potential is and where I do see myself. That's what motivated me. So I mean, sometimes I just I would just be like, I just don't feel like doing it today, and just kind of taking breaks as well. Like it might be a day where I would just be like, I just got maybe 3 or 4 rejections, and it's like I just is this sometimes you just kind of have like that self-doubt, and you're just questioning yourself like, should I just stop doing this, like, or maybe I'm just thinking about this just in not the right way, or not approaching it the best way, because most of these, or am I not applying in the most appropriate way or most efficient way? Like I would just would start having those questions about myself. And so sometimes I would just have to take a day off and just be like, I'm not gonna do anything job related today. But beyond that, when I just thought about like where I could be and what I could be doing and the kind of impact that I could have, in my area and in my discipline, that's what really kept me going, because it's just something I'm just really driven by. Something I'm very passionate about, and I knew if I wanted to get there, I would have to, fight through this and just tough it out, and that really kept me going. And until this earlier this month, when I did receive that, an offer for the the pay amount that I wanted to be in, and to work with the client population base that I wanted to work with, and things of that sort. And to start when I wanted to start. I mean, those were all big factors, but it just being relentless about it, it kind of facilitated that opportunity. So